Today I'm watching the Patreon-sponsored 1984 film Starman. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. If you want to sponsor a video as well, be sure to check out Patreon. I believe this is a John Carpenter film. That's all I really know about it. I've really enjoyed the few other films of his that I've seen so far. You can check out those reaction videos on my channel as well. So if this is one of his, I'm even more excited to watch this. I love 80s movies and John Carpenter, so I'm very excited to see that combination. Thank you again for sponsoring this video. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Into space from its launch pad here at Cape Kennedy on this historic date, August 20th, 19...
Jeff Bridges, amazing. I love Jeff Bridges. And Karen Allen, or no, Nancy Allen was from RoboCop. Yes, okay, it is John Carpenter.
Our invitation to other intelligent species in the universe. Please come and visit our planet Earth.
It's like an ad to visit Earth. I'm very excited. I love Jeff Bridges. I was definitely expecting something more sci-fi with the name like Starman, Galaxy, Outer Space, Stars.
Human inhabitants of the planet Earth, I send greetings on behalf of the people of...
The actor Michael Douglas? Or a different Michael Douglas? I know John Carpenter usually does the music for his films as well. Like, he's usually listed as a composer, so... This looks so fun already. I'm very excited. Sad memories?
Just to yourself, Jenny. Go to sleep.
Oh, no. Not exactly a graceful landing. Oh my god, that missile they launched at it. Life Force? What are we doing? This like glowing blue orb. Oh my god, what is happening? What? What is this? What the frick? This thing just like popped out of the photo? Kept a lock of his hair? E.T.? It's this glowing blue thing. It sounds like it's eating something? Ugh. A baby? An alien baby? What are we doing here? What is this thing? I don't think that's meant to be terrifying, but it looks pretty creepy. Oh my. It's growing? Now it's a little boy? What the frick is happening? Instead of like a werewolf transformation where this kid's gone through his entire life in 4 seconds. Didn't know where that was going, to be honest. What did he just like throw out? Like marbles or something? Yep. Oh my. Terminator?
Scott.
That was the guy on the video that she was watching?
Здравствуйте. Приветствую вас.
My German's rusty also.
I send greetings.
He just like memorized that audio recording we saw at the beginning? Yeah, and he looks just like this guy from the video. And is trying to like imitate him. Okay. Those little blue things like send transmissions? To who? Oh my gosh, so many questions. And his hair is just like, that would be so bizarre. Whoa, what is he doing? It's like, let me send off one of these magical orbs. Oh, that's cool. Instant map.
Arizona, maybe?
Want to be driven. Arizona, maybe.
He's like, you're my chauffeur now. I need a ride. Even though my spaceship crashed, so, you know, I gotta get there somewhere.
I can't get no satisfaction.
All he knows is the songs on the radio. Oh my god. She's like, yeah, see you later. You're not gonna answer my questions. I don't think he... Oh god.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm being kidnapped!
Greetings.
Just keep saying greetings.
I'll give you some greetings.
It's like, not if I have one of my magic marbles go after you. Ooh! Oh god, that'd be horrible. Oh god, you really can't control this.
Those little gray dogs.
What happens when he runs out of those marbles, though?
Oh my god.
I look like Scott.
Yes, definitely do. Why? And he's wearing like the same outfit even. Like, what? I don't think it's as comforting as he thought it would be. But like, it's interesting that he has a human form.
Where'd you get? How do you melt somebody's lug wrench? Hey, I just copy him down. I don't explain him.
He loves his cigars, this guy.
Mark!
It kind of looks like the golden snitch from Harry Potter. He's like, I've been right this whole time. All my predictions are validated. The aliens are real. This is a spaceship.
Time, to whom it may concern, come and see us sometime.
And so he did. He took you up on your invitation. You know, it's just rude that you don't remember.
But off the gas, the car stops. Understand?
No, I do not understand.
He seems very intelligent, but also has a hard time comprehending Earth.
Period.
Okay, get gas.
She's like, I'm so glad you agree. It's a great car. I'm very curious to see where this is gonna go. It's definitely gonna be like some comedic elements because he's very like robotic and, you know, in his speech patterns, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be some interesting interactions.
Oh, to hell with it. You figure it out for yourself. I'm going.
Yeah, she has to like explain everything, and he's just staring at her like he's a toddler almost. She's like, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get gas. Why? What do all these things mean? And just like no social awareness, obviously, like, and no idea what's happening. And even his movements, he's like very like quick head jerking motions, and he's like trying to look at everything all at once.
Can't get her out, huh?
Gas.
Yeah, well, I know just how she feels.
Oh, I fear this is gonna get awkward real fast.
Take it easy.
Up yours.
Oh great, he'll just add that to his repertoire of things he's learning. It does feel like the Terminator, where he's like trying to be more human, and he's like, oh, will you use this phrase? I'll use this phrase. Now I can add this? Yeah, one on each hand. Mixed messages, but you know, he's learning.
Nothing of interest in here.
Is he gonna be able to read that? Yeah, I don't think he can read. Because they just had the audio recording, so he just learned by listening over and over.
Because I'd rather be shot than go on being scared to death.
I don't think he knows what he's doing. Like, I don't think he has bad intentions. He's just like, I need to go, and you're gonna drive me there. Okay, cool, thanks. Maybe we shouldn't have said that literally.
I'm leaving today.
He's like, I can relate to this song.
New York, New York.
Yeah, obviously there's a connection to music, and that's interesting because I know John Carpenter does a lot of, it didn't say for this film in particular, but I know he's done a lot of music for his other films, so having like a music learned character and a music focused character is cool.
Oh my god! Look out! What are you doing?
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Yep, there goes the hay. Oh! I thought that was gonna end a lot worse. Oh my gosh. Don't run the red lights!
Red light stop. Green light go. Yellow light go. Very fast.
No, definitely not.
Assumed the identity of a dead house painter from Madison, Wisconsin, and is
Died? Yeah, I figured she was looking at those videos. It was like, yeah. Oh, gosh.
Enough to get by anyhow. A couple 100-word vocabulary, a rough idea of syntax. Think of what it would mean.
Is that true? I thought that we did send, or some country sent up a gold record or something. Comment below, is that accurate? I don't remember what was on it, but I feel like there's some truth to that.
There.
Oh, we call that the sun.
It goes the sun, a little star. If we will ever see what his alien form would have looked like. We just saw that kind of blue orb thing. Yeah, it's interesting, like sci-fi meets like a road trip movie and, you know, some drama as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I really like John Carpenter.
West of Winslow. See those?
Winslow, Arizona, like the song, standing on a corner.
Who knows? The way you drive traveling with you could be detrimental to them. Go off together after they've fallen in love.
You find love.
That's a big question, I'm afraid.
You find shit.
That's such a horrible, like, it's such a bad moment to laugh, but they just added that comedic element, of course, to make the situation more lighthearted.
What? Wait, no. That's your dessert.
He's eating dessert first. Nothing wrong with that.
What's the matter?
Is it, he doesn't like it?
Dr. Apple Pie. It's terrific.
Excellent. Food would be a great discovery, yeah. Is he gonna bring the deer back to life? Oh, gosh.
She went there. To the woods.
Okay, comedian.
Oh!
He doesn't understand. He's a foreigner. He doesn't speak English.
Oh, what?
Hey!
Oh, okay, well, he's like, I'm learning. You punched me. Ew, gross.
Where would you get going?
4-on-1. What a bunch of jerks. Hick rocks. See you never.
Get easy!
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh!
Yeah, this was beautiful.
Define beautiful.
Oh god, such big questions.
Terrific. Better than Dutch apple pie.
He's like, I do love apple pie, so. Yeah, it's interesting the way he's like, define this, and it's like you don't usually think about how to define it, because most people, you know, understand that concept or understand the word, but being like, how do I define this?
Everything this body feels.
Oh my.
30 points apiece is what the questions will be worth, so Jane Nelson, tell us about it.
Your final category today is songwriting.
Does he not sleep? Oh, he can change the channel with his hand. Is this an actual movie or TV show? Comment below and let me know. Oh god! Oh god, no! Oh no, 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 no! This took a turn. Oh my gosh. Of course there's like a fuel truck in the middle of the road. Now it's time for one of your magic marbles! Didn't even try to go around, it went right through. It's a bold approach. Oh my gosh, see you later, car. He's just carrying her. Oh. I thought maybe he'd like be able to make the car fly or something, but nope. This dramatic, fiery scene.
I have a couple of people that say they saw him carrying her out of the burning wreckage. and then they just disappeared in the smoke.
Yeah, so is he gonna do a walk to Arizona now? Smart. He's like, I'll just hide her in this home. Oh, but I think he can bring things back to life, but does it work on humans as well? We saw him with the deer. It feels like Smokey and the Bandit meets Terminator, which I know is a weird combo, but those are two movies that I feel like have similar, you know, with the road trip and the sci-fi element of him learning. Oh my, a kiss to bring her back to life? Yeah, his sweater was on the ground, so did he die to bring her back? What's going on? Or do you have to, like, give up his human form? I don't know.
What do you do when you're not hitching rides?
Oh, I make maps.
He just copies, like, whoever he's with, like, their accent and their speech patterns.
Hey.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what I was expecting, but now he's a smoker. He's like, it was my first one. I didn't know what I was getting into.
You're not from around here, are you?
That's an understatement.
You gotta help me, okay?
Oh, that's quite the request. Oh my god, he should have let that... Yeah, throw... Oh my gosh. That was very close. Cheese and crackers. One way to create distraction. Entire gas can on fire. And they don't realize, yeah, he's standing right in front of them. They just going after the guy who's running away. It looks beautiful. Are they actually driving through, like, the states on their way to Arizona? I don't know what state they would be in at this point on their journey, but yeah, it's very beautiful. Where were they filmed?
Just swimming.
I understand the reproductive process.
Okay, good. Glad she doesn't have to explain that. His first sneeze. Oh, is he getting a cold?
Better get out of those wet clothes.
Oh my. Oh my, so spicy. He's like, eyes are open. He's like, what do I do? He's like, I only saw one kiss on TV. Does he say this is better than apple pie? Aww. He just got this like permanent grin on his face now. He's like, that was pretty great.
Strange. I think I am becoming a planet Earth person.
A planet Earth person. Well, I've heard of those.
There is something I must tell you. I gave you a baby tonight.
Oh my. An alien baby?
A boy baby. He will be human.
Okay, glad they cleared that up.
Also, he will be my baby.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, and like she gets her husband back temporarily, even though it's in like an alien form, and she said they always wanted to have a child, and now it sounds like she can, so... It's definitely interesting if you think about like processing grief, and like if you could have your husband back or somebody you loved, you know, that's gone temporarily.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, I was wondering, I assumed with the movie magic they would never focus on the details, and the first train they hopped on would just take them to where they just go, but yeah, they're in the wrong city.
We'll be back there before noon tomorrow. Just try not to be too conspicuous, okay?
It's like, I'm an alien. In Vegas. I feel like that would be a sitcom.
Your troubles are over. $500,000, folks.
Define giant jackpot.
Where the hell is my wallet? What are we gonna do now?
You gotta win big. Gotta win the lottery.
No credit card, no money, no car. We're never gonna get there on time.
He's all right.
He's gonna like play like the penny slots or something and win, you know, $100 million. So close. That's how they get you. Or that works too, if you have alien powers. That should be enough for a rental car and maybe some snacks.
What you got there, but you better spread it around a little. These guys get kind of curious if you hit too many
She's like, I was just about to explain that you can't do too many jackpots. All sevens! Oh, shoot. $500,000. Well, first trip in Vegas is going well. Buys a Cadillac.
Providing, of course, you still want to be a member of the team. You do, don't you?
He already wants to, like, protect the aliens. Yeah. He's like, I was curious about these things, and now they're finally here. That was rude. Yeah, he doesn't want to harm them. He wants to, like, interact with them and, you know, see what they're about.
And the other things.
Oh my. Could he be more specific? The spicy things? Yeah, I'm curious if we will ever get to see, like, his planet, what that looks like, or more him in, like, alien form.
Morning, folks. What'll you have?
Coffee.
I feel like this truck stop was used in Zombieland. I feel like there was a scene where they destroyed artifacts and things like that. Yes. Always time for pie. Yeah, comment below. I just had like a deja vu movie flashback of, I think, Zombieland.
All right, this cherry cobbler. And if you don't like it, you don't have to pay for it.
It's a great rule. I love that rule. Yeah, he's like sad that he's leaving now. Oh. Can he come back and visit?
Morning, folks. Is that your Cadillac outside?
They were just enjoying their last pie together. Oh no. They don't play that Standing on a Corner in Winslow, Arizona song. It's just gonna be stuck in my head either way.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can let him go.
Oh gosh, she's like, get him out of here.
Shall I tell you what I find beautiful about you?
Oh gosh, so heartwarming. So wholesome. Oh my. He's gonna do the same thing. Yep. No more pit stops, man. I know pie is tempting, but just go to this crater, man. You're running out of time.
Before it's locked up.
I feel like this guy's not gonna have his job much longer, but I think it's more important to him that he let this guy go and he knew that he helped him. V formation for the helicopters, the flying V. Oh.
Your companion must stop immediately. We have orders to open fire.
These guys better show up soon, man. Oh man, but then again, like, are they gonna even try and show up? Oh my god. Cheese and rice. They're not even trying to take them alive anymore. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's doing good. Oh my. Is that what made this crater in the first place? Yeah, it's like reflective, like it's mirroring back what the outside looks like.
Tell me again how to say goodbye.
Oh, my heart. Of course, it's just like it's snowing or something. It's just kind of reminding me of like Edward Scissorhands. His last marble. Oh god, his prized possession.
The baby will know.
Yeah, are they studying for like a sequel or anything? Like, would their son do something in future videos? Oh my. Bye! So that was my first time watching the Patreon-sponsored 1984 film Starman, starring Jeff Bridges. I really enjoyed it. It was super wholesome, and this heartwarming story of this alien who crashes on Earth and takes over this human body and is trying to find his way home again definitely reminded me a little bit of E.T. in that aspect. I think if I had to describe this, I would say, you know, Terminator meets Smokey and the Bandit with a little bit of Life Force as well. Life Force just with that blue color and the outer space element with Life Force as well, but definitely the Terminator, you know, he doesn't really know how to interact. He knows 54 languages, I believe they said, but isn't really fluent in any of them, just knows, you know, a little bit of each, and, you know, he's trying to understand these concepts that, you know, humans experience. He's like, well, what is love? Like, how do you say goodbye? Like, what's beautiful? And just the way she's trying to explain this, like, okay, how would you explain that to someone who hasn't experienced this, and how would you, you know, put that into terms that they would understand? Obviously some comedic elements in that as well, which I thought was super cute, and just a really heartwarming film. And I liked the on-screen chemistry between Starman's character and Jenny's character. I thought they were great. We don't know much about Jenny's backstory. Before the film starts, we find out that her husband Scott had passed away and that they had tried to have children but weren't able to, but that's really all we know. I don't know that we needed to know, you know, everything about her, and I think we learn about her character as the movie goes on and through her actions and how she treats Starman, and is kind of like, okay, she had opportunities to leave, but then I feel like she realizes he's not, you know, looking for ill intentions. He's just trying to get back to this place and doesn't have the social cues and doesn't have the communication skills to say, hey, I need to go to this place, can you drive me, and not involve a weapon, which he probably didn't even realize the danger of it. In the beginning, she's obviously scared and thinks, okay, I'm being kidnapped. This guy shows up randomly, happens to look very, very much like my husband who's passed away, and I feel like that would be, you know, a lot to process right there. And then as we see, you know, his interactions and she gets to know more about him as well, I think she realizes, okay, I'll help him. It doesn't seem like anybody else is really going to help him. And a relatively short timeline for a film. We had the 4 days they had to get to Arizona. Comment below if they actually filmed along the route that would get you there. Wherever they filmed, it was beautiful. The scenery was amazing. The shot where they were sitting in the back of the truck and they had, you know, just that landscape was so beautiful. So yeah, comment below if that would have been the logical route to get from Wisconsin to Arizona. And this, you know, sci-fi road trip mentality, and same with Smokey and the Bandit. Everybody thinks she's being kidnapped at first and they're trying to rescue her, and this one she was trying to escape, and then she changes her mind. She's like, no, I'm here, I want to stay and I want to help him. And, you know, trying to outrun the police, which we also saw in Smokey and the Bandit, and trying to get to this one location on a specific time. So yeah, very short timeline for the film and a limited cast, obviously, of Jenny and Starman as our main characters. I think they wore the same outfit basically for the entire movie, but a great example of a movie that just focuses on story. You don't need to have, you know, 30 different outfit changes or a cast of 300 or anything like that. There was a lot of locations, as obviously we were traveling, but that was the biggest factor that changed constantly. I really enjoyed Jeff Bridges' performance. I thought he was good at kind of playing that line between heartwarming but also comedic when he needed to be, and I haven't really seen him in anything like this. His actions and his mannerisms, you know, were a lot more robotic, I think, at the start of the film, and then we're starting to ease up a little bit. He didn't say much, but I think once he figured things out and he would, okay, you went to the washroom previously, I remember now, you're going to do it again. Like, he was definitely learning and definitely picking things up, just like we saw Terminator start to learn human behavior as he was exposed to it. And even his little movements where he was, you know, very observant, and it felt like he was very, like, focused on things, and he would mimic people even when he's, you know, temporarily with that other driver, the cook, and he's, you know, puts his arm on the window because the other guy does, and starts smoking because that guy does, and he just felt like a chameleon, almost like he's just mimicking the people that he's near, and he's trying to emulate their personalities, and even like changed his speech pattern from how Jenny was talking to how the cook was talking. And obviously we see Jenny and Starman start to develop a romantic relationship. I feel like for Jenny's character it would be a little bit tricky because you're also grieving your husband who looks just like him, you know, who passed away, and I feel like a part of you would be excited that he's back, even though it's not him, but something that looks very much like him, and you're also grieving, and to be able to see this person again and talk to this person again and hug them, and again, it's not actually that person. And Starman was able to conceive with Jenny, which is something she had said she'd wanted to do with Scott, but it wasn't able to happen. So I'm very curious to see if that is a segue into a sequel or remakes or anything like that, comment below and let me know. But yeah, I'd be curious to see if that storyline would be continued with Jenny's son, and even Starman was like, oh, you know, he's going to be a teacher, and he gave her last marble, I don't know what else to call them, the little blue glowing orb things, and said that, you know, their son would know what to do. We know it can send messages and send transmissions. That's what he used the first one for, to let the other aliens know that, you know, he had crashed, and, you know, he's going to go to this rendezvous point if they could meet him there. So if his son is able to send a transmission, would Starman come back? Yeah, I'd be very curious to see. Please no spoilers, but yeah, I'd be very curious to see what that looks like if there is further continuations of this film. I do wish there would have been a little bit more sci-fi elements in it. We didn't really get to see Starman in his alien form. We got to see that little blue ball of light at the beginning, so maybe that's what that was, and we didn't get to see any other planets or even like inside the spaceship. We had that brief shot when Mark is going in, but even that was like, it was pretty dark, you couldn't really see anything. I thought maybe we would see this ship at the end when the other aliens came to pick him up, but no, we just had that red, you know, beam of light. And the way Starman was describing, you know, where he lives and how they interact, I think that would have been really cool to see, and I'm sure it would have added a lot to the budget of this film, and maybe it's best it wasn't in there. It might have looked really dated. I didn't find the film dated watching it now. There was definitely some, you know, effects and everything like that, but it didn't take me out of the viewing experience. I'm sure if it was released now, those effects would be updated, but it didn't ruin the experience for me. I wasn't, you know, taken out of the moment or think, okay, what are we doing here? What's this? Like, it didn't make it hard to comprehend. I understood that this thing was coming from outer space and landing on Earth. And even when we see the other aliens arrive in that ship, it was reflective. It kind of looked like a planet as well, like it had a ring around it, and the reflective aspect was cool. And I was like, maybe they use that for camouflage. If they want to disappear, you know, it'll just blend into the sky or whatever surroundings they're in. But again, I wish we would have been able to see a little bit more of that ship, or, you know, what those aliens looked like, anything like that. Starman just felt like such an innocent, you know, genuine character who was here and was trying to learn and, you know, is bringing things back to life. And he rescues Jenny as well when she's shot, and, you know, he has his marbles basically. I don't know what the significance of those is on his planet, but that was cool to have that as a prop and something that would be relatively simple, like those actual silver balls. I don't know if they were actually marbles, but whatever they were, but to have them have like limitless powers, basically. He can use them to communicate, he can use them to bring people back, and just the fact that they were like, okay, I only have so many left. I don't know what the significance of the number that he had with him meant. I don't think that's really relevant, but I felt like every interaction Starman had, he was trying to do good. Even when he gets into that fight, he only does that because somebody hits him first, and he's just mimicking their behavior, basically. You know, he's like, oh, you hit me? Oh, then it's okay for me to hit you, basically. So that's how I'm interpreting his actions anyway. He was just copying that person. I don't feel like he set out with the intention of, okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna hurt somebody. Like, he was just copying what they were doing, and it was just so heartwarming and wholesome to see this character, and he's just clueless, basically, of how life on Earth functions. And he's like, but you technically invited me here? Yeah, I'm very curious to find out that gold record actually exists. I feel like I've heard something about it at some point, so yeah, comment below and let me know. But he's like, I was invited and now I'm here, and it sounds like they've definitely been there before. As he says, you know, we're very curious about your species and we want to learn. So as he says, you know, we're very curious about your species and we want to learn, but it doesn't sound like he'll be able to come back, and we know Jenny can't go to wherever he lives because she will end up being killed off. So that was a little heartbreaking. I thought maybe they would end it with, you know, the possibility of him returning, but that scene at the end definitely went for the heartstrings when she's like telling him how to say goodbye, and it was just like, oh, so sweet. And just, you know, obviously he's slowly learning these feelings, and I feel like he was starting to have his version of romantic feelings towards Jenny. Maybe they weren't, you know, by human definitions, but I feel like something was starting there. And it was interesting to have Starman look exactly like Scott. I wonder if Jenny would have been as receptive if he looked like something else, but because he did, they kind of instantly had this bond, whether Starman knew it or not. I think he just, you know, was like, I need to look like a person because I have to try and get out of here. I have to do something, you know, my spaceship crashed. So when he sees the DNA, he, you know, becomes Scott, and then Jenny has to process looking at that person that she knows is no longer there. I didn't see John Carpenter listed as a composer, so comment below, did he create the music for this film? I know he typically does, but I've really enjoyed all the films of his that I've seen so far, so it was great to add this one to the list as well. And the fact that the character of Starman was so like auditory tuned, basically, like he learned how to speak from that record, and obviously had a very strong connection to music. Anything that he heard on the radio, you know, he picked up and was using as like a regular speech, which was some comedic elements as well. And even Jenny asks him, you know, like, everything you hear, you learn. He just mimics it and repeats it, and then that's how he learns it. And the fact that having a director that is such a strong passion for music as well, and to have that character also have that connection, I thought was interesting. So I'd be very curious to find out if Starman, when he goes back to his planet, what he tells them about Earth and like the music and the few songs and stuff that he heard on the radio. I thought that scene in Vegas was so fun, just because like they get on this train, in my head I'm thinking, okay, it's the movies, of course they're not going to look at a map, they're just going to end up where they need to go, but that wasn't the case. They ended up in a different city, and then of course Starman uses his abilities to have them win all this money. And yeah, obviously that's what we needed for the film. We needed them to have some way to get to this place in Arizona, but it didn't bother me. It just felt so wholesome, and just, you want to see good things happen to Starman and Jenny. You want them to succeed, so having them win, you know, this big amount of money and then just buying a Cadillac and driving off, basically, you're like, great. It was a short little scene, but it was just nice to have that in there. And he's like, okay, what would you do if you're, you know, an alien in Vegas? What would that look like? And, you know, she's warning him, don't go win all these jackpots, you'll look suspicious. Then obviously in the background, you know, he's winning again. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It was super heartwarming and wholesome, and I think just like a feel-good film altogether. As painful as a goodbye as it was, I'm glad Starman was able to safely, you know, leave the planet. And yeah, I'm very curious if there are sequels or anything, if the storyline continues. Please no spoilers. I love the sci-fi elements. I wish there had been a bit more. Just this concept of this alien coming to Earth, and his ship crashes and he has to try and get back so he can get home, and, you know, all their adventures along the way. I like the comedic elements. I thought Jeff Bridges was great in this. So funny, and just a really heartwarming film overall. And thank you so much for sponsoring this Patreon video. If you want to sponsor a video, be sure to check out Patreon. The link is below. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Transformation where this kid's gone through his entire life in 4 seconds. That's those little blue things like send transmissions to who? All he knows is the songs on the radio. What happens when he runs out of those marbles though? Like, I only saw one kiss on TV. A Planet Earth person. Wow, I've heard of those. Does he not sleep? Oh, he can change the channel with his hand? Yeah, so is he gonna do walk to Arizona now?